Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Operating out of the gun, it's Brosmer. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Goes now on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Roseberg. Out wide. Here's Jefferson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
The tackle made by Rock Yasin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 6-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A carry now for Scott. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Tom Kennedy on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
That last run got 4. So here comes 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll work forward for a couple. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Williams in motion. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
All right, right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Taslam. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready now for their 2nd drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
28-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They run it once more with Jones. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
First, we're going to throw here on 3rd down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go play action with Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On play action, Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
In the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra, gives the Lions a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
For Slaw, the man in motion. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Williams in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Quick sling caught by St. Brown. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. See if he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Williams in motion. Now, faking the give. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Williams in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action with Brosmer. Now Wadeen Muhammad. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Brosmer. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Brosmer looking to throw here on 3rd and long. To the right side, he's got Hawkins here, his tight end. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Aleem McNeil on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones.
A 7-yard gain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll run it. This is Scott. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Jones. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
Akers. And he is going to have the Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of the football.
Vikings first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. The running is Akers. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They try to hit him with a screen. And he was trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And it was probably a little bit closer than they would have preferred, but the decision to go for it pays off as they get just enough to extend this drive.
A run with the fullback hand. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 10. They'll power ahead with Ham, the fullback. And he's in. C.J. Ham. Touchdown, Vikings.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. 'Em. 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 ' His kick is good. The Vikings are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down, it's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To Slav, the man in motion. On second down, Goff. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. This brought in, now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline, though, and they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
On first and 10, here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Second and a yard. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. His throw, left side, to Slaw, he's got it. And the Lions are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
And the Lions first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain
well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Vikings 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. To throw, Rosemary on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
It's a loss of 2.
It's Hutch. Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. The Lions called their first time out. Talk things over before 3rd down. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd down and 3. Goff to throw to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
It's a gain of 53
It's a
yards.
huge play in a
That's
tight
good
ball
for the
game.
Lions.
53 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The quarterback's going to get all the credit for the passing yards here, but Mike, you know what makes a really good quarterback? Really good weapons on offense, and this is a great example here why. Not a real deep pass, albeit accurate and on time, but then after the catch is where a bulk of the...
And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no return here. This is a touchback.
First and 10.
The Vikings offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. To the air, Roseberry. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable with Kennedy. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Putting the tight end in motion. Goff to throw on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 17
yards. Good for a Lions first down.
1st and 10.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Throwing here is Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
They'll go play action with Goff. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend this third-quarter lead.
Vikings 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4, DJ Reed
He was
brings him down.
at the 28-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now Jones. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
A gain of 12
And this is what can
yards.
happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Here's Scott. Oh, the ball's out. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Here's 3rd and 7. A carry now for Scott.
Drop play to the running back. The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go, and here's Grossman. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
First down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Vikings.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Look wide. Get this one complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he's in. Jordan Addison, touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Makes the score Lions 31, Vikings 21.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This returnable with Kennedy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on second down. Goff was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun on third down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
From the 42 now, here's second and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion right. A second down throw for Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To throw is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, team's willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all.
He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast. And these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Brosmer. Forced out wide.
The quarterback on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Out of the gun, here is Brosmer. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
A gain of 6. And a Lions first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals. Like, they love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On 2nd down, Goff. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough, and they convert on 3rd down.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
13 yards on the catch there. First down, Detroit.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On play action, Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Williams in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And he's going to have a Lions first down.
It's a gain of 2.
They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
First down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
And he searches forward for a gain of about 5.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To Slav, a man in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. To throw, Rosemer here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
This one is caught by Addison. And he's close to another 1st down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing again, Rosemer. To the outside, he's got Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air again, it's Rosemer. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The Vikings
That's
First
catch
down.
3 just on this drive.
First and 10
And it
at the
gets his team a first
17-yard
down.
line.
Here's Brosmer again. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up second down. This is Jones. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throw it is Brosmer. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Lions 38, Vikings 28.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
First down, Lions.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
One more time for Montgomery. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
And it's third down.
to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Here's 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, it's Bros. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.